Captain Deshant here. We've secured the underground route to the coordinates.
Sheva, do you know where the mines are?
Past the station. Not too far from here. Follow me.
Come on!
Okay.
You need to be careful! Thanks, partner.
I need your help.
Alrighty. Literally the first thing I saw when I gave him the dog. Yeah, that's a thing in Resident Evil 5. The dogs are extremely irritating in this game. Always feels like I have an ammo shortage when I play this as well. I never have enough ammo because I'm obviously sharing it with Sheva, and she just loves to spray all your ammunition everywhere. That dude can't decide where he's going. Righty. Okay. There's a large gold here. Right, that must be all of them then. Okay. Now we need to go into the mines. If I remember rightly, there's some kind of puzzle here, isn't there? Or some direction you have to go in order to get in. Yeah. So we have to get up that way. You know, it's been a while. Can't you make your AI companion use a melee weapon and not waste ammunition? I wish. I really wish you could. But the settings for your AI companion in this game are very, very straightforward.
Come on!
You can't be serious.
I wish you could, but alas, you can't. You've got two options if you look here. You can ask her to attack, which basically means she will shoot everything in sight, or cover, which means she'll be much more defensive and conserve ammunition, but that's not always reliable. Suki, hello there. Hi. Hi, hello. Since this game came out, a lot of people wondered why Sheva's AI was not coded as well as it was, or as well as it could be, per se. There we go. And how did I not see that?
Don't be reckless.
Oh, thank goodness we have heals.
Thanks, partner.
Righty. I tell you what we'll do. Since this is stream number 2, technically. We've been going for 20 minutes already. Again, we'll do what we did with Street Fighter. We'll go to around the hour mark, give or take. So another 45 minutes. And then I'll call it a night, because I did say after I did that monstrous 7-hour live stream, wow, that would have been a few weeks back now, where I essentially... Chevy, you pick it up.
You grab it.
Okay. I'll take the lantern. Stay close to me.
Yeah, after I did that stream, where I pretty much did 2.5 hours of Resident Evil 5, and then went straight into a 4-hour session of Alien Isolation right afterwards, I did say I would not be doing those again, because I was beyond exhausted. I must have been... By the time I stopped streaming, it must have been around 2 o'clock in the morning. 3. It got quite unreal. So yeah, if I ever do these double live streams again, like I am now, I'll play... Sheva, hold the light still. Sheva, hold the light still. So yeah, as I was saying, if I ever do these double live streams again, I'll probably play one game for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then play another for the same sort of time, maybe an hour and a half. So it amounts to about 2 or 3 hours of stream. Because it takes some serious fortitude to do 7-hour live streams. I don't know how the big... Wow, that was on me and it was stupid. I don't know how the big professional YouTubers... There's another one there. Stream for like 8-9 hours solid like they do. Like, that takes some serious preparation. Like no, I don't just mean general preparation. I mean physical and mental preparation. You have to be well rested beforehand. You have to be well fed, well rested beforehand. You have to be mentally prepared to go for that long, because it's 8 hours. Ow, that really hurt. So many headbursters in here. Wow. Sheva, how much ammo do you have over there? I'll tell you what, I'll do you a trade.
Thanks.
You take that.
I need ammo.
Roger. Take this.
Take it.
Roger.
We'll use the last of the rifle ammo. In fact, I know it's wasteful, I'm going to lob that. Pick that up and reload. Because one bad thing about this game is you have 2 of you sharing 18 inventory slots and ammo, which makes for a very interesting playing experience. We'll load them into the light.
You need to be careful.
Thanks, Sheva. See, Sheva's AI is so crazy, shooting me.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay.
Ah, where'd that snake go? There, it's over there.
Take it.
Roger.
I suppose we are looking reasonable in terms of equipment. Although we don't have any heals left.
Take it.
Okay.
Might as well just give Chevra all the handgun ammo. Lord knows that's all she ever uses. I tell you what, since she's got so much handgun ammo,
I need ammo.
I'll take the machine gun ammo.
Take this.
You grab it.
Okay.
Constant inventory juggling. I will be honest.
Thanks.
No. Give me that back.
I need ammo.
Okay. Use this.
Take it.
Roger.
Right. Okay. That direction. Sheva, I need the light. Now, if there's one thing I think we can unanimously agree on, it's that the partner AI needs some serious work. And did you just stab me with a pickaxe? Watch this. The best part of Resident Evil 5, right there. The hand-to-hand combat system. It's
you grab it.
Okay.
Absolutely awesome.
You grab it.
Okay. Thanks, partner.
You're more than welcome. Okay.
Sheva.
Roger. I'll open it. You go ahead. I need your help!
Is there a lever that I have to open here? Yeah. Lever, lever, whatever you want to call it. Does anybody see it around here? There it is. Now I have a terrible feeling the second I use that, we're going to get mobbed by enemies, because that's literally just how the game works. So... Yep, called it right. Now these are the run and gun segments I was talking about when we were discussing Resident Evil games earlier. Sometimes they're alright. And in large amounts they become a bit too much. In the case of Resident Evil 5, they're okay from time to time, but they become a bit too much. Resident Evil 4 had a good balance. It had... shot Trevor. Had segments that were really, really action focused, and then had others where, heal me please, things were really, really quiet. Whereas Resident Evil 5 is just one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it's...
Are you okay? Thanks, partner.
It's almost never ending, is what I was meaning to say there. Just, like I said, it goes on for what feels like an eternity. I mean, don't get me wrong, this right here is okay, but it can descend into the point of tedious very quickly. And don't get me wrong, it often does. Wow, this is one of those instances where we don't have an extreme lack of ammunition. Lucky us. That's the last of them. I got an achievement for that.
Okay.
See what I mean by Sheva goes through a ridiculous amount of ammo? About 2 or 3 minutes ago, she had about 50 ammo. Now she's down to 20. And she never, ever uses...
Come on!
Roger.
like, her larger guns. She always burns through the pistol first, and then she goes to whatever she has left afterwards, even if the other gun does far more damage and will be far more ammo efficient. It's just like what we were saying earlier, when the question was asked, is there a way to make Sheva use a knife to stop wasting ammo?
Take it.
Roger.
The answer is no. And even when she's got ammo, she doesn't use it wisely. She just burns through them in a certain order, and then
Take it.
Roger.
it's got to the... and then just goes through everything she has. So you're constantly having to restock her while cautiously shooting your own guns. Or cautiously managing your own. you'll notice how I've been very conservative with ammo, tried to go for body shots, and then chained into hand-to-hand combat in order to keep the ammo usage down. Yeah, I'm doing that because of Sheva. Because in order to keep her protected, I have to feed her nearly all the ammo. Honestly, it's far more efficient. They're coming again. Looks it. It's far more efficient to give Sheva one very, very good handgun, upgrade it to as high a damage as you possibly can, and just give her one other weapon as a reserve for when that handgun runs out, and then take her through the entire game like that, because it's far more ammo efficient. You essentially have to do the ammo management for 2 people, because the AI doesn't manage its own weaponry very well. That, and sometimes she just flat out doesn't shoot what she's meant to shoot.
Much appreciated.
See, I have a surplus now.
Take this.
Much appreciated.
But I still have to be careful in terms of using it because of Sheva's ammo count.
Take it.
Okay. Are you okay?
That, and I wish she hadn't picked that up, because I would have been able to... Well, the problem is I had no way to pick it up, so the only way we were going to pick it up was if I asked her. And then because I had low health, she used it automatically, when the economic thing to do would have been to have her pick it up, keep hold of it, and then I would take it from her, combine it with my other herb to make a double green, and then heal myself for greater, or heal a greater amount of health. But because the AI is very simple in the way it works, nope. It's like, oh look, Chris is on low health. I've got a herb, I'm just going to use it. Cutscene time.
Oh shit.
So you must be Irving.
Wow, perceptive, aren't ya?
You think this is a joke? You're just like all the other pieces of scum terrorists.
Oh, I'm not like them. I'm a businessman with standards.
Drop the weapon.
Or, how
I'm a
about you drop
businessman with
yours?
standards.
Hurry. Suckers!
Great.
Looks like Irving has a partner.
There must be something here he didn't want us to see.
What is it?
Look at this.
The oiled field. That's in the marshlands.
Delta Team, Chris here. We located Irving, but he got away.
Do you know where he went?
We think he's heading for an oil field in the marshlands.
Okay, I'm sending someone after him now. I need you two to head back this way.
Roger that.
A better rifle. But we'll stick with bolt action, even though I'd much prefer Sheva to pick it up. Sheva, come here. Yeah, okay, we'll go for about another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to take a break, I think. Sheva shooting at somebody behind us a minute ago? Come here, Sheva, you need to take the ammo. Because otherwise you'll just burn through everything else. Oh, there's a guy in here. I'm a fierceless man with standards. Wow, septic. I love it how he has that stereotypical greasy slime ball accent. Like the stereotypical sleazy businessman accent.
Come on!
Run and gun goodness. That's what I shall call it. Dan, I'm almost certain these dudes just keep spawning. I don't think there's any way to stop them. Hey dude. You know, that's the only bad thing about this game, or one of the key points. They made it an action shooter, and really limited your ammo capacity. And I need to stop hitting the square button as I move my finger, because it's pushing me to reload when I don't need to. So what have we learned today, guys and girls? We've learned that Irving is a businessman with standards. we've also learned that Sheva's AI is passable at best and burns through ammo like crazy. Sheva, pick that up. Lord knows somebody needs to. Right, looks like we're going up then. Right, we are going in the right direction, yeah? Yeah. One thing I will give it credit for is they definitely had some impressive set pieces in this game. Like this canyon section looks really good. I didn't notice it at first, but looking at it now, especially in full HD, I mean, look at that. That right there is scenery. Pretty impressive. No, no.
You need to be careful.
If you, well, I'm dead because Sheva can't come down and Sheva won't come down and cover me now because she's up there. So that means I'm dead. You can't win, right? If you don't have a massive ammo, or if you don't have an ammo shortage, you have a health shortage. What would happen if you just take all the ammunition off the AI? That is a very, very good question. Now, I've never tried it, but I can almost tell you for certain that they will probably stand there and do absolutely nothing. They'll walk around with you and probably won't defend themselves and will just get hit over and over and over again. And do you know what we need? Good. We had gold, so I can use that to give us a heal. You'll notice here that I'm actually stockpiling small amounts of ammunition and healing stuff for those times when Sheva just burns through them recklessly, because that's kinda what she does. Yeah, look, 60 machine gun ammo, 8 rifle rounds, first aid spray, and a green and red herb mix. I don't need to stockpile my own ammunition because I can be economical with mine, so it won't go to waste. Right. Okay. Yeah. 10 more minutes and we are done. But I will, tell you what I'll do, I will save that rifle ammo. Because you never know when we'll need it. Right, okay. So what I'll do, since we're nearly at the hour mark now, I'll go until the next checkpoint. Because I know what's coming up next. I finished this game before.
I owe you one.
Now, I think if you were to take all the ammunition off the AI, they would just stand there and do nothing. Well, once they've burnt through all the ammunition they have. Luckily, she has ammunition now, so we don't have that problem. But we'll see, won't we? Oh. Okay, I'm getting tired.
I'll cover you from up there. Give me a hand.
You know, that's the crazy thing, right? She's going to a higher vantage point, and you can guarantee she won't cover me with... Did that guy just run around in a circle and just explode? You can guarantee, despite her just saying to me, I'll cover you from up there, she isn't going to use... Look, she isn't using the rifle that she's got in her inventory. She's wasting all of her handgun ammo. And yes, I do realise that I've just spent the entirety of this hour of playthrough complaining about Sheva's ammo expenditure, because it's quite great. Oh, this is going to get very old very quickly. I can just see it now. And that...
Use this. Thanks, partner.
Give me a minute. This is going to get...
Roger. Don't be reckless.
Thanks for the help. Take it.
Okay.
This is going to get very old very quickly.
It's too heavy for you. Let me give you a hand.
It's too heavy for you? Right. You saw that, right? It took 2 people to move that. Now this is the checkpoint I was talking about. Right, let's coordinate ammo, shall we? You take all of that.
Thanks.
Look, there's not even an option to ask her to use certain weaponry. She just won't. She'll just go through the handgun first before she does anything else. So yeah, that is a thing. It's a legitimate thing that happens. That, and we don't have any more healing items. So that's going to be problematic. Now, I do want to preface these big rants by saying, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy this game. There are just some parts to it, or some elements of it, that drive me
Hey.
absolutely mad. And the whole system with Sheva, or ammo and whatnot, is one of them. Look, she hoards things. Look at her inventory now. She's got 28 handgun rounds, a rifle, a fully loaded Scorpion, 5 rifle rounds, an incendiary grenade, a hand grenade, and a flash grenade. And yet, there's no way to ask her to use them. She won't actually use any of them. Well, not immediately anyway. And yet she just hoards them. Meanwhile, I've essentially had all of this machine gun ammo here. All 140 rounds of it, give or take, since we were in the mines earlier. And I've been very, very careful. And those 5 hand grenades. Chris has been holding on to those 5 hand grenades since we were in the mines. And he's not dropped, you know, I've not dropped them. And I've been in no position where I've needed to use them. So, yeah. That's the only problem. Sheva's AI in terms of handling things is difficult. Dismal even. No, dismal's a bit too strong a word, but complicated, I believe, would be the correct terminology for it. Complicated. Now, it would be easier if we could ask the companion AI to use melee weapons. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. Now, we have ranted and rambled enough about ammo expenditure, I think. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill here for a minute, since we've just hit a checkpoint, and I'm going to answer any questions that you guys may have before I decide to finish for the evening and go and wind down. So, yeah. And we have 3 people watching. Thank you, all 3 of you. It's most appreciated. And if any of you would like to ask a question, just about the game in general, or what's going on, go for it. You have about 5 minutes or so, starting now. I'm just in wind down / ramble mode before we stop the stream, because there's something coming up next that will take a while, and I don't want this to spill into another half an hour, so to speak. I just want to get finished and leave it where it is, and then pick up on Saturday. Oh yeah, that's something I do want to make a point of. The next stream is... Is there any mods available for it that improve the AI? A very good question. And I would actually have to do a bit of research to answer that question, because I'm playing on the PS4 as we speak. So we've just got the vanilla console experience, just upscaled to full HD with improved graphics and lovely resolution. So I would like to assume that somebody, because sorry, dry throat again, I've been talking a lot. This is an old game. In fact, you might not think it. This game is about a decade old now. So, and it has been released on PC. So I would like to think that at this point, somebody has released a PC mod for this game to improve Sheva's AI. And keep in mind, it doesn't get any better when you're playing as Sheva. Well, I was going to say later on, but you have the option to play as Sheva once you've finished the game once. The option is there to play as her, and it doesn't get any better when Chris's AI is in the equation. He's just as bad, burns through all of the ammunition, so to speak. So yeah, I'd have to do some research, but I would like to assume in the last decade, it's been practically a decade now, since this game came out, somebody has created a mod to improve the AI. And, well, it wouldn't surprise me if they have. I mean, let's be honest, modders tend to fix and improve just about anything these days. I mean, for example, look at the PC modding community on something like Skyrim. They've practically, in terms of bugs and content, they've practically fixed that game from start to finish. They've removed the bulk of the bugs that the devs couldn't be bothered to fix or do anything about in about 3 or 4 years of official support for the game. So, I mean, the Skyrim modding community is so awesome that they've even created mods for the console versions of the game to improve console performance, because there's still limited mod support on consoles for Skyrim. I realise I'm digressing, but it's just a point I want to make in relation to this discussion here. Modders create great things. Now, I don't know if anybody here is a Skyrim player, but as I said, there's an unofficial bug fix patch for Skyrim that fixes the bulk of the game-breaking quest issues, general bugs, and just fixes and polishes the performance as a whole. I would like to play Skyrim for the channel at some point, but that is a very long-winded game. I'd probably do it over the course of several live streams, and I don't know how many people would be interested in it. It all depends on how many people would be interested in seeing it, because Skyrim is a long, long game, and I could invest in playing it. Like, I own it. It's installed on the console as we speak, and I have all of the mods that I use for it already set up through the mods. What do you call it? The mod store? So yeah, Skyrim is set up and ready to use. Just depends on how many people would want to see it as to whether I'd play it or not. So if anybody here is interested in seeing Skyrim, let me know and I'd do it. I'd definitely play it alongside more Resident Evil. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. It's been a... Sorry. It's been a good little stream session tonight. It's been good to get back into it, because I've had a lot going on and I've been a bit busy recently. And the fact that the new Fire Emblem game has just... well, the new Fire Emblem game has just come out, so that's taken up the bulk of my time. I've been playing the new Fire Emblem game that came out on Switch most nights for the past week or so, maybe a bit more, because I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. So having Three Houses come out on the Switch was just amazing, and that game is incredibly long. 3 playthroughs, 3 different storylines, and each playthrough or storyline is about 70 hours long. So you could be playing that thing forever. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm gonna be good for calling it a night there. So, as always, if you enjoyed it, feel free to... Well, yeah. If you like what I do here, and you enjoy the streams, and the gameplay... Oh, a question... Oh, something about Skyrim before we go. Yeah. What really annoys me about Skyrim is it uses an engine that's for a shooting-based game, not a melee combat. Yeah. I'll wait to see if you send the second half of that message, because it looks like it cut off halfway. What really annoys me about Skyrim is it uses an engine that's for a shooting-based game, not melee combat. That's like in the Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the AI, well, let's subtract the AI from the argument for now. Let's speak purely about Skyrim's engine. Skyrim's engine is ancient. Like, isn't that engine that they're using now, or at least elements of Skyrim's engine, at least a decade old? Like, that thing's ancient history. They've been using the same engine since, is it about 2008? I know they used it in Fallout 3. Did they use the same engine in Elder Scrolls Oblivion? I am not sure. But I know they've used the same engine for Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. Yeah. The creation engine is 20 years old. Dude, I had no idea. I thought it was at least a decade old, because I was just counting from the games I've seen it used in. And they used it in Oblivion. Wow. I had no idea it was that old. Like I said, I knew it had... I was going on the games I just knew it had been used in. I wasn't sure whether they've used it in Oblivion or not. And there's the confirmation I've got right there. I mean, wow, Oblivion came out in, like, was it 2005? 2006? So yeah, it's ancient. 20 years old. God, that's not just old. That's ancient history, as far as an engine's concerned these days. With games companies bringing out a new engine every 3 or 4 years, that's ancient history. In fact, an engine that old probably belongs in some kind of museum. I mean, I know you're not going to have that, essentially, for something that's like an engine, but, you know, it definitely demands a history lesson, so to speak. And what's really annoying is the excuse is the model... No, to use the creation engine even though they have access to the Unreal Engine. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. They have access to something like Unreal and they're still using creation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm genuinely worried about the future of Bethesda's games, given where Bethesda has been going for the last few years. And by the last few years, I mean post Fallout 4. So really the last 3 years or so have been worrying in terms of Bethesda's direction, you know? And by that, I mean mobile gaming, the shoddy release of something like Fallout 76, and essentially putting microtransaction currency and paid mods into the current gen re-releases of Skyrim and Fallout 4. Combine that with the discussion here about the age of the creation engine, and dude, it's slightly worrying in terms of, well, look at it in terms of one thing. What happens if they are still using the creation engine for Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell? I think it's called Hammerfell, isn't it? Imagine if they are using creation for Elder Scrolls 6. Now that is quite a worrying thought. Anyway. Yeah. This ramble has certainly gone on for a while. And it has been quite enjoyable. It's always enjoyable to discuss gaming and video games and fun stuff in general. Oh. Enjoyable stuff in general. So, like I said before, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or a comment or subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I can pretty much guarantee they are going to use creation because they know the models love the series that way. Oh dear. Well, if they do, it will be a problem. It will be worrying because that, let's be honest, that engine is old and full of bugs and issues, and it's practically held together by rubber bands and paper clips at this point. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call an end to the stream for tonight. So thanks for dropping in, and feel free to subscribe if you're new. Leave a like or a comment. It really helps me deal with the magical warlock system that is YouTube's algorithms. And I will see you again for the next stream, which will probably be on Saturday night. So if you have some spare time on Saturday night, feel free to drop by. And I will see you again for the next one. Thanks for dropping in, guys, and it's most appreciated. More stuff coming to the channel. Oh, yeah. Oh, I would say coming. Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, more stuff coming to the channel, and I'll see you for the next stream, and maybe another video or two going up in the next day or so. Thanks, guys, and take care. See you later.